I was very skeptical about coming to a Catholic school.
My teachers are very passionate.
This is a prophecy.
Good teachers not only teach you, but they show you their passion for it.
Try to get that magnesium back in with the acid.
We excel in every area of what we do here.
A Holy Cross school revolves around the aspect of family.
It's exciting to be in classes and have relationships with kids that are from all different kinds of life.
We really support each other.
There's a place for everybody here.
I'm gonna miss the atmosphere of being able to feel welcome and not be afraid to be who you are.
I can tell you I wouldn't trade it for the world.
We'll wrap up with social interaction and getting along with each other.
As Brothers of Holy Cross, we believe that we are men with hope to bring. That means that no matter where we serve, we bring God with us.
The Congregation of Holy Cross really came into being in France after the French Revolution. Father Moreau had a group of young priests going out and doing missions.
Moreau believed that education was virtually a birthright of anyone and everyone.
Father James Dujarrier formed a group he called the Brothers of St. Joseph. He then turned them over to Father Basil Moreau, who together with a group of priests then formed the Congregation of Holy Cross.
In 1841, when Moreau sent people to the United States, there were 6 brothers and their religious superior and chaplain, Father Sorin. By 1842, they were in northern Indiana and founded what eventually became the University of Notre Dame.
Today, in the United States, we have 14 high schools, 1 elementary school, and several colleges that follow the Holy Cross tradition.
No matter what school you go to visit, you'll find these core values and the same themes, the idea of educating the heart as well as the mind, the excellence and the zeal of family atmosphere, the spirit of forgiveness that allows students to come as they are and then proceed to make mistakes, and you still continue to nurture them.
To help them into being a person, a human being with a heart. And in a heartless world, that is what we need.
They incorporate everything. It's the whole person, and that requires a culture, and the Holy Cross schools have that culture.
What does a Holy Cross education do for young people?
Absolutely, and in numerical order.
They not only teach you the information you need, but they also transform who you are.
It is nothing short of being miraculous, how these young people grow.
I kept seeing the Holy Cross in our son being embedded a little bit at a time.
The children have turned out to be such wonderful adults.
Make sure you measure from the bottom of this track.
We have everything Father Moreau wanted us to have in our educational environment. So we're developing mind, body, heart, and soul.
You get one more.
Educating the mind and the heart is not at all an empty phrase or a quaint saying. It's truly the thread that pulls through our lives in Holy Cross education.
It's about relationships, being family, building respect, bringing hope.
You're in an environment where you are cared for, you are valued as a human being, no matter what level of education you're at.
The friends that they make and the people that they come in contact with are absolutely so important.
The learning doesn't just start at 8 a.m. with the first bell and end at 3:15 with the last one. Learning happens summertime, after school, weekends, and that's very much an intentional part of the culture.
People choose Holy Cross schools not necessarily because of what exactly they will be taught, but the way they will be taught.
What good is it to be the smartest kid in the world if your heart isn't where it's supposed to be? It's being able to have a good heart and being able to touch the lives of others positively.
It doesn't matter if you're Catholic, it doesn't matter if you're Baptist, it doesn't matter if you're black, if you're white, or whatever. You are a child of God.
It's not a one-size-fits-all mold. You may not be a Catholic, but we welcome students of all varieties of faiths.
We're all family. Doesn't matter what we look like. We're all in this together, and we're going to help each other get to the finish line.
We take students where they are because we recognize the potential that all of them have.
We make sure in every one of our schools that we have an option for the poor. That means that we give scholarships and important aid.
For many of our students, they may be the first in their family to graduate high school. We're moving generations forward in really positive ways.
¿Cómo mete un gol?
Father Moreau was ahead of his time in his emphasis on what is a teacher.
Independent variable is what?
The teachers are always available.
My teachers have always been there for me, whether it was a big decision or a big test.
The teachers here are very open and friendly and easy to talk to.
The Greek poets, when we're talking ancient Greek times, there were dozens.
I think it's most Holy Cross when we see the relationship that students form with faculty. They really understand that they are there to help them to completeness.
We are called this week to humility.
One of the things that I love the best about Holy Cross is that I get to teach the whole child. It's not just a 9-to-5 job. We're here on the weekends, we're here in the evenings to be with our students.
The DREAM Act, what is it? Guadalupe, can you summarize it?
For me, education is always about, going back to Father Moreau, educating hearts and minds for the betterment of the world.
As Moreau said, disciples have to have the competence to see and the courage to act. And it's that courage piece which I believe we instill in young people.
Forming persons is a timeless enterprise.
They are not just formed, but transformed.
Service is how we educate the heart.
There's strength in being a servant. Our students realize that if they humble themselves, if they serve others, that they could truly make an impact.
We always try to stand in solidarity with those who are suffering, especially in our community. So once a month, we offer a community meal at St. Ed's in our cafeteria.
After going to Peru on a mission trip, I was able to see the impact I made on the children's lives.
We worked at an apartment complex for those who are mentally disabled. We built them a garden, and they absolutely loved us.
There's going to come a time when there's something in you that says, this is not something that I have to do, I want to do it.
I realized that if I'm not living for other people, I'm not really living.
I think what makes Holy Cross schools Holy Cross is the image of hope.
The motto of Holy Cross is Ave Cruz Spes Unica. Hail the cross, our only hope. Christ's resurrection gives us all hope.
Hope was very important to Moreau. He believed that our primary task was to prepare the world for a future better than our own.
What is the lucky number for Chinese people?
A Catholic school education is an investment.
Since our children were born, we've been saving, knowing that this is where we want to send them.
We struggled with the tuition and tried to figure out, are we going to be able to do this?
We've had to give up some things, and I'm incredibly proud that we've made the decisions that we've made.
Every day, my husband and I, we just thank God that we found a way to do it.
We were very, very proud to see that our son was truly a Holy Cross man.
If Father Moreau walked in our building, I think he would feel that community, that love, that respect that he truly wanted fostered by his teachers and brothers.
A little bit.
I think most prominently, what I'll remember is the brothers and their influence on me.
We've been blessed with the presence of brothers for so many years.
They're simply larger than life, and they have truly served as a model for me.
They have instilled in many lay people the values that they believe as a congregation.
The work that the brothers began here 115 years ago continues, but I think that we're doing it as effectively, maybe even more effectively than we did in the past.
It's been a true blessing in my life to see the dedication not only of the brothers that I have learned from, but also the lay men and lay women who have been shoulder to shoulder in this great journey. If you want to transform your sons and your daughters to the kind of people who will make a difference, the kind of people who will have the competence to see and the courage to act, then you want to send them to a Holy Cross school.
This school really pushes us to want to do better and to want to be not only better students, but better people.
Thank you to all the teachers who supported me, actually believed in me.
As I walk off the stage after receiving my diploma, there will definitely be a tear in my eye. I truly have loved the Holy Cross education I've received. It's truly changed my life.